spectrum. Now we discuss. So chapter 4, history, Indian history spectrum. So India and the era of British conquest. The first half of the 18th century saw the decline of the mighty Mughals, and who had been the envy of their contemporaries almost two centuries. The region Aurangzeb's region 1658 to 1708 proved to signify the beginnings of the end of the Mughal 1658 to 1707. Please remember. So this time all understand that its Mughal era now stopped, and because the weak successors now come, and let's it is argued that Aurangzeb's misguided policies weakened the stability, because Aurangzeb's policy is not good, misguided policies so weakened the stability of the state, and decline gained momentum after the death or due to wars of successions and weak rulers. The Muhammad Shah ruled for a long spell, 29 years, 1719 to 1748. A revival of the imperial fortunates did not take place, and as he was an incompetent ruler. So Muhammad Shah's region witnessed the establishment of the independent state of Hyderabad, Bengal, and Awadh and Punjab. So new states established. So several local chiefs began to assert their independence, and and the Marathas began to make their bid to inherit the imperial mantle. Challenges before the Mughal. So external challenge, in the absence of the internal strength, and the Mughal could not put a tough front against the external challenges, because weak successors. So how to they also solve the problem? So which come in the form of several invasion from the northwest. The northwestern borders had been neglected by the later Mughals, and not much effort was expended in protecting the border. Nadir Shah, Nadir Shah 1738 to 1739. So Persian emperor attacked. Nadir Shah, so Persian emperor attacked India in 1738 to 1739. Sorry, conquered Lahore, and defeated the Mughals army at Karnal on February 13, 1739. Okay, 1739. There so defeated, so conquered Lahore and defeated the Mughal army at Karnal. Nadir Shah. On February 13 to 1799, later Muhammad Shah captured Delhi and looted and devastated. According to an estimate, apart from the Peacock throne and Kohinoor diamond, 70 crore rupees were collected from the official treasury and safes of the rich nobles. Nadir Shah gained the strategically important Mughal territory to the west of the Indus, including Kabul. Thus, India once again became the vulnerable to the attacks from the northwest. So Ahmad Shah Abdali mainly, or Ahmad Shah Durrani, who was elected the successor of Nadir Shah, and after the latter's death in 1747, invaded India several times between 1748 and 1767. Ahmad Shah Abdali. He continuously harassed the Mughals who tried to buy peace in 1751 to 52 by ceding Punjab to him in 1757. Abdali captured Delhi and left behind an Afghan caretaker to watch over the Mughal emperor. Before his return, Abdali had recognized Alamgir II as the Mughal emperor, and the Rohilla chief Najib ud Dowla and Mir Bakshi of the empire, so who was the personal supreme agent. So here important fact here, before his return, means Ahmad Salih Abdali's return, The, so Abdali had recognized Alamgir II as the Mughal emperor, and the, so please remember Alamgir II important. Alamgir II is the as the Mughal emperor, and the Rohilla chief. Now Najib ud Dawla was the as the Mir Bakshi of the emperor. So Najib ud Dawla, Mir Bakshi of the emperor, who was to act as the personal supreme agent of Abdali. In 1758, Najib-ud-Dawla was expelled from Delhi by the Maratha chief. 1758, Najib-ud-Dawla was expelled from Delhi by the Maratha chief, and Raghunath Rao, who also captured Punjab. Raghunath Rao. In 1759, Ahmad Shah Abdali returned to India. Okay, Ahmad Shah Abdali 1759 returned to India, take a revenge on the Marathas. 1761, Abdali defeated the Marathas in the third battle of Panipat. The last of Abdali's invasion come in 1767. Okay, so weeks rulers after sorry. Okay, weak rulers after Aurangjev and internal challenge. So Bahadur Shah won 1709 to March 1712. After nearly two-year long war of succession, that 63-year-old prince Mughal, the oldest son of Aurangzeb, became the emperor, taking the title Bahadur Shah. Bahadur Shah's name is actually mainly Mughal. He was the later called Bahadur Shah I. He had killed the brothers Muhammad Azam Khan, Muhammad Azam and Kambakas in the war of succession. Okay, Kafi Khan gave the titles Sheikh-e Bakhabar. So Kafi Khan gave the title Sheikh-e Bakhabar, given by Kafi Khan to Bahadur Shah I, 1709. So the name is Shah-e Bakhabar to Bahadur Shah. Shah-e Bakhabar to Bahadur Shah. He had adopted the Pacific policy with the Mughals, the Rajputs and the Jats. Sahu and Maratha prince was released from the Mughal captivity, and Rajput chiefs were confirmed in their respective states. However, the sixth leader, Banda Bahadur, attacked the Muslims in Punjab. Sikh leader Banda Bahadur attacked the Muslim in Punjab and hence. So Sikh leader Banda Bahadur attacked the Muslim in Punjab and hence the emperor took action against the Bahadur Shah I and died in February 1712. So Sikh leader Banda Bahadur attacked the Muslim in Punjab. So hence the emperor took action against him and Bahadur Shah I died 1712. Please remember. Then Jahandar Shah, mainly March 1712 to 1713. With the help of Zulfikar Khan, Jahandar Shah became the emperor. Zulfikar Khan was appointed as the prime minister. He introduced Ijara. Who introduced Ijara? Mainly Jahandar Shah introduced Ijara. System to improve financial condition of the emperor. Jahandar Shah abolished jizya. Jahandar Shah abolished what? Abolished jizya. Jahandar Shah abolished jizya. Please remember. Previous years. So who abolished jizya? Jahandar Shah. And Ijara system introduced. Zulfikar Khan mainly introduced Ijara. And he introduced Ijara. Okay, Zulfikar Khan. And Jahandar Shah was abolished jizya. Okay, abolished jizya and previous year 1713 to. So first is Bahadur Shah I, then is our Jahandar Shah, then is our Farooq year 1713 to 1719. After killing Jahandar Shah with the help of Syed brothers, okay, and Abdullah Khan and Hossein Ali, known as king makers. So after killing Jahandar Shah with the help of Syed brothers, Abdullah Khan and Hossein Ali, known as king makers. Farrukh Sir became the new emperor. He followed a policy of religious tolerance by the abolishing jizya and pilgrimage tax. In 1717, he gave forbearance to British. In 1719, Soviet brothers, with the help of Peshwa Balaji Vishwanath, dethroned Farrukh Sir. 1719, Soviet brothers, with the help of Peshwa Balaji Vishwanath, so Peshwa Balaji Vishwanath destroyed the Farrukh Sir. Later, dethroned the Farrukh Sir. Later, he was blinded and killed. Later, he was blinded and killed. It was the first time in the Mughal history that an emperor was killed by his nobles. So Soviet brothers, 1719, so here you can see 1719, Soviet brothers, with the help of Peshwa Balaji Vishwanath, dethroned Farrukh Sir. Later he was blinded and who was blinded and killed? It is Farrukh Sir who was killed by the Soviet brothers and Peshwa Balaji Vishwanath. It was first time in the Mughal history that the emperor was killed by his nobles. Rafi-ud Darajat, February 28 to June 4, 1719. He ruled for the shortest period among the Mughals. And Rafi-ud Dawla, June 6 to September 1719. The Soviet brothers replaced Rafi-ud Dawla with the title Shah Jahan II. So Rafi-ud Dawla, the Soviet brothers replaced Rafi-ud Dawla with the title of Shah Jahan II. On the throne, the new emperor was an opium addict, Muhammad Shah, 1719 to 1719 and 1792 to 1748. So Muhammad Shah 1719 to 1740. After the death of the Rafi-ud Dawla, Rasan Akbar became the choice of the Soviet brothers. Muhammad Shah, as he came to be known as the history, was given the title of Rangila due to the luxurious lifestyle. Muhammad Shah, after the death of the Rafi-ud Dawla, so here Muhammad Shah come here. So Rafi-ud Dawla, then Muhammad Shah. Okay, Rafi-ud Dawla, the Soviet brothers replaced Rafi-ud Dawla with the title Shah Jahan II. And on the throne of the emperor, the new emperor was an opium addict. Muhammad Shah, after the death of the Rafi-ud Dawla, 1719 to 48. So Rafi-ud Dawla and Rasan Akhtar became the choice of the Soviet brothers. Muhammad Shah as Muhammad Shah as he come to known as the history, and was given the title Rangila due to the luxurious lifestyle. Muhammad Shah, with the help of Nizam-ul-Mulk, killed Soviet brothers. Muhammad Shah, with the help of Nizam-ul-Mulk, killed Soviet brothers. 1724, Nizam-ul-Mulk became the Wazir and founded the independent state of Hyderabad. Okay. And 1737, Bajirao I, Maratha Peshwa, invaded Delhi with a small army of 500 horsemen. In 1739, Nadir Shah defeated the Mughals in the Battle of Karnal. In the Battle of Karnal held in 1739, Nadir Shah defeated the Mughals. In the Battle of Karnal, and later imprisoned Muhammad Shah and annexed areas west of the Indus into the Persian Empire. Ahmad Shah 1748 to 1754. So Ahmad Shah was an incompetent ruler who left the state affairs in the hands of the Udham Bhai and Queen Mother Udham Bhai, given the title Qibla-i-Alam, who was a lady of poor intellect, who ruled with the help of Paramar and Jadib Khan, a notorious enough. Okay. Alamgir II, 1754 to 1758. Alamgir II was the grandson of the Jahandar Shah. Alamgir II was the grandson of Jhandar Shah, Ahmed Shah Abdali, and the Iranian invader reached Delhi in January 1757. So please remember Alamgir II. So Ahmed Shah, then Alamgir II. So Alamgir II mainly 1754 to 1758. Alamgir II was the grandson of Jhandar Shah. Ahmed Shah Abdali, the Iranian invader, reached Delhi in January 1757 during the region of the Battle of Plassey fought in June 1757. So Shahjahan III, 1759 to 1758 to 59, and Shahjahan II, 1759 to 1806. Third Battle of Panipat. So his region saw two decisive battles. So third Battle of Panipat, 1761. The Battle of Buxar, 1764. 1765, the Treaty of Allahabad signed. 65, Treaty of Allahabad, 1765. He was taken under the East India Company protection, who it is mainly Shah Alam II, and East India Company's protection, and resided at Allahabad. He also issued Farman granting to the company in perpetuity the Diwani, the right to collect revenue of Bengal, Bihar, and Odisha. In 1772, the Mughal in 1772 Mughal took him to Delhi, where in 1772 the Marathas took him to Delhi, where the lived till 1803. 1803 he again accepted the protection of the English. Mm. After the defeat of Daulat Rao Scindia by the English. Afterwards, the Mughal emperor became the prisoners of the English. Akbar II, 1806 to 1837, he gave the title Raja to Raja Rammohn Rai. 1835, coins bearing the name Mughal emperor were stopped. So Bahadur Shah II, 1837 to 1857. Bahadur Shah or Bahadur Shah Jafar being his surname, he was the last Mughal emperor, and the revolt of 1857 had made a futile attempt to declare him the emperor of India. The revolt of 1857 had made a futile attempt to declare him the emperor of India. He was captured by the English. So Bahadur Shah, he was captured by English. Okay, so Bahadur Shah II captured by English and sent to Rangoon, where he died. So Bahadur Shah II was captured by English and died in 1862. In legal terms, the Mughal emperor come to know as end on November 1, 1858, with the declaration of Queen Victoria. So here mainly please remember the 1837 to 1857 Bahadur Shah II, Bahadur Shah Jafar, his surname was the last Mughal emperor. Bahadur Shah II, last ruler. Okay, Bahadur Shah I, not Bahadur Shah II. The revolt of 1857 had made the futile attempt to declare him Emperor of India. He was captured by the English and sent to Rangoon, where he died 1862 and in legal terms the Mughal emperor come to end on November 1, 1858. And the declaration of the Queen Victoria, okay. So thank you. Next we discuss causes of Mughal Empire, decline of Mughal Empire. So thank you.